Only took 10 years to return the favor.
Was kind of hoping you'd have to repay this one never. I guess sometimes payback's not a bitch. Although I imagine it will be for New York's first and worst family. What do you have on tap?
A long summer of fun.
Cyber revenging has brought me nothing but trouble, so for now, I am done with coding, camming, programming, and hacking. I am Nolan 2.0.
What the hell are you doing, Nolan?
I meant to RSVP, but was unceremoniously detained. So, Ashley's been deported? Guess that's what happens when you get 2 takedowns for the price of 1. I'll be happy to provide you with your drive of shame or fame. By you.
Not even learning names now?
Less mess, especially after my PTSD. Padma, Tyler, sexual damage. Perfect timing, Ems. I picked up a new hobby, working in the prison kitchen. See, turns out that blueberry muffins can calm even the most sociopathic heart.
I should have one.
I had a feeling you'd be uncapping that red Sharpie now that Jack set a deadline. So, who's next to get caught with red on their face? Well, signs point to Paul being a good man.
My father was a better man.
Right. The gospel according to Emily, sin unto others as you've had sin done to you.
Right.
If you cannot forgive Paul, how do you expect to be forgiven?
I don't.
Just check your soul, Emily Thorne, because once you start taking down kittens, I'm out. Come to borrow a cup of vinegar?
No, I wanted to drop these off and welcome you to the neighborhood.
Couldn't wait to be surrounded by nothing but air after having been locked up for 6 months.
In fact, I'm certain someone with your technological prowess would have no trouble accessing bank accounts, whether they belong to you or not.
Although I love a good shower of praise. Victoria, I don't know if you've noticed, but my life is a computer-free zone these days. So now, what's the dolphin update? God, I knew PETA would get involved.
Hey, no phones.
Sorry, new here.
Does the same go for porpoises? You're new to the club or the English language?
All right, let me call you back.
In the bottom of a more modest house?
Nolan doesn't do modest. Clearly.
Well, what's she doing here?
What?
Look who made their way onto the list.
Oh, Danny. Glad you can make it. I will be in touch, Miss LaMarchal. We only just met, but she's such a doll.
You mean with money? I'm sorry if that's a sensitive topic for you right now, Victoria. No, the Graysons are completely bankrupt.
Well, seems the queen has fallen. Kind of makes you want to reconsider taking down Father Paul, doesn't it?
Tell me you didn't call me here to talk me out of it.
All I ask is that you promise to do the one thing that I was never able to do.
Nolan?
Forgive. Keeping hate for the people who betrayed me has brought nothing but torment and heartache. You deserve better than that, Amanda. You deserve love.
Don't you? I brought you into this because I thought you loved my father.
I do love him. And I love his daughter, and I want to protect
I
her.
don't need your protection, Nolan.
What circumstances change, Ems? Maybe the best laid plans are sometimes meant to be abandoned.
Maybe they're meant to be carried out alone.
I knew you hadn't gone full dark side. No, Nolan. No, technology. It'll get you into trouble. Then I can stop. I can stop anytime. If I can't stop, then I can write a program that will make me stop. Sweet chord of connectivity. Submersible crate and homing beacon. Yeah, I think it was Town & Country said they were the must-haves for the Hamptons this season.
I need you to hold on to these until the wedding. I know things went south before.
Yeah, they didn't just go south. They went Arctic. And you know what? Frankly, I'm kind of tired of the way that this stuff is constantly screwing up our lives, especially stuff you want the most. For this to end.
It will. I have it all handled.
See, you say that, but the more strings you pull, the easier it is to get strangled. Then again, I'm just a self-made billionaire with 170 IQ, so What do I know, right?
Daniel and I said we weren't going to exchange gifts at the shower, but this morning I found this in the closet. Can you just estimate its value so I can match the sentiment?
5K, 7 tops. Slightly modest for a Grayson wedding gift,
At
no?
least it proves that he's back on track. She hasn't returned any of his texts since my little breakdown yesterday.
God, I wish I could cry on a dime. Oh, for Daniel. White gold, self-winding, 7K. Done? I'm done talking around what's real when we shouldn't have to. Emily Thorne is Amanda Clarke. You know it. I know it. And now, we both know the truth about each other.
There's something that's been eating away at me. How long have you known?
I've never not known.
I hate that my first instinct is to protect her after everything she's done.
You're not alone.
Why did we do it?
Because we see the broken and betrayed little girl inside. I told Jack that I'm in the inner circle.
What? He was never supposed to know that.
Do you realize how out of touch you sound? Besides Aiden, Jack, and I are the only moons circling planet Emily. I know you've tried to keep us in separate orbits, but we were bound to collide. And you know what? I'm glad we did, because there are no more lies between us about you or anything else.
It's a huge mistake.
Not for me, it wasn't. Your need to control everything and everyone has kept me isolated when I didn't need to be. I can't turn off my emotions. I'm not a robot. I'm a human being.
I thought we were on the same page. You wanted to be a part of this.
But Ems, all I have ever really wanted was friendship. Oh, you and Vicky, besties. That kind of runs counter to your master plan of framing her for your murder, no? Back in the day, I was dating this guy. It was casual, fun. Then I met his sister. She was more casual, more fun. And as it turned out, married. Busy's the one who should be sorry. The two of us will bismantle her with glee.
You sure you're up for it, Grandpa?
I'm not getting older, just wiser. Why the look?
This had happened a few years ago. You would have thrown a martini in her face and called it a day. No,
I'm standing up for myself. I've learned a lot from you, Ems.
made a great team.
You're hacking Busy's phone here? What if somebody saw you?
What? I got excited. Plus, I waited till she left. Seems our dear Busy has been getting busy, covering up stories of her own. You do anything for your clients, don't you? Well, it's not their fault. They have drug and anger issues. And that guy with the thing for the diapers.
How do you know about that? That is totally secure information.
Little birdie told me. And then sent emails to all your clients, explaining how sloppy you are at guarding their sins.
You're gonna destroy my career.
Oh, but Busy, I already did.
I am sorry about what happened with your father.
I've waited 10 years to hear that. It's just too bad he never will. Busy will be anything but
Thanks.
for a while.
It's kind of fun being your wingman.
I taught you well, Grasshopper.
No, actually, you did, Nolan. 2 years ago, I never would have thought I'd have a partner in all this, or a real friend.
Rule number 17, no fish for breakfast. 18, no killing on the premises, or to be disregarded if my life is in danger. I'll bear that in mind. Most importantly, 19. Always give a heads-up call before coming home. I am on the rebound, so bitch, don't kill my vibe. As you can see, some people never follow the call first rule.
Welcome back.
I'm pleased to report that the Maldives eagerly awaits our arrival.
So twisted, isn't it? Planning a wedding with one guy and honeymoon with another. I assume that you're not referring to your garter and Daniel's boutonniere.
Primarily tying Victoria to the murder weapon.
More things you try to control, more chance for error.
I didn't come here for platitudes.
Well, sometimes they're true, whether you want them to be or not. Because you can't give him the one thing that he needs. You. The real you.
Oh. Here's the blushing bride. I would offer you a cocktail if you weren't with child.
What every pretty blonde who comes to the Hamptons wants. Revenge. Any tips? Gird your loins.
Couldn't have done it without you.
I know. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to get a new hobby. What are your thoughts on spelunking? Shouldn't getting Victoria to your wedding today be your sole focus right now? Well, I hate to say it, but her cold feet have put yours to the fire.
I got your text. Actually got all 40 of them over the past month.
With a 0% response rate, you really know how to make a guy feel special. Only you could make vengeance so beautiful. You, have her for a lifetime? Mind if I borrow her for 16 8 counts?
She's all yours.
I hate to say it, but you two do make a beautiful couple. And it's such a shame. Bride only has a few hours to live. He shut me down in favor of staying glued to Mommy Drearist's side. Trust me.
I do. With my life.
Long live David Clarke.
Do you get off causing innocent people pain?
I will let you know if I meet anyone innocent. You give me enough time, and I will make the toilets flush in Morse code. But instead, you decided to check back into the Bates Motel, and you know what, Patrick? Frankly, I'm not into mama's boys.
You're no different than Emily.
So now you're gonna attack a woman that is fighting for her life in a hospital bed? That's classy.
Oh, please, let's stop. You know what, man? I should have bailed. The minute I found out you bribed my ex-wife to get dirt on me.
Well, don't let me stop you now. I've already got 4 episodes of Patrick Says I'm Sorry on my DVR.
Do you have the one where he tells you that he figured out his mom's a bitch? It took me longer than it should have to see her true colors. She actually slapped me.
You didn't enjoy it? Make it 8. That way it'll give me an extra hour to realize this is a bad idea.
Did you see the news yet?
Saw it. I laughed. I cried. It's better than Cats.
Once again, I owe you.
Add it to your tab. You had to make sure that Patty Cakes and his moms were off site. Damn, girl, what is with all the zeros? Your husband's kind of a hole. Nico in the picture making Big Ben chime every hour on the hour. Where's Aiden?
I don't know. We were supposed to have dinner, but he's gone. No call, no text, just gone. Doesn't it bother you when people are inconsiderate?
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm practicing separating skin from flesh. Was there something you wanted to say to me?
It can wait. And that's when you hulked out on my cell.
I hope that's the only thing I broke.
Other than my ego, I wish I could just keep you locked up here until the full moon passes.
Since you won't return my phone calls, I figured I'd use my Find a Former Friend app. Really, because from what I remember, you were an unfocused disaster when Emily rescued your ass and brought you to Takeda. And believe me, if he were still alive, I would go to him.
I read about Jimmy's death. I don't know, should we call it a murder?
They ruled that an accident.
Which is fast becoming a euphemism for Patrick did it. So let me ask you, how many people did you kill before you came to the Hamptons? Because my guess is 0.
Don't stand there and act so innocent, Nolan. We both know you're not.
I don't have blood on my hands. Wait, so does Victoria pick the victims, or are you just scoring points with Mommy?
And you got no idea what she's been through, so stop attacking her.
Or what? I'll have an accident next.
You're testing me.
Just want to make sure you're not gonna black out and become your own worst Emily.
Why exactly am I waiting here?
I can't have a stakeout without takeout. Why the Aiden face? I thought things were better after your trip home.
Well, with my mother, yes, but then again, she didn't plant a bomb on a plane that killed over 200 people now, did she, Nolan?
Aiden, you invited your ex? Awkward.
Of course I didn't. His arrogance is unmatched.
Oh, except, of course, by French. Speak of le diable. Time to ante up. He'll help me, but I think he is actually motivated by a love for Victoria, which only confirms that I will never understand the French. Yeah. Digital stamp from the local post office leaves more footprints than the Pony Express.
Are you out of your mind?
No, but you must be for pissing off a genius.
Wow. I knew you were a loser. I didn't know you were a sore one.
Well, you may have infected Margot and this one. I just want you to understand, this is war. Nolan Ross?
Your name's not on the list.
How about on the hardware? I'd say that makes me a permanent +1. I am still the master of this universe, so if you want to be in my orbit, where else would I be?
Ross, if you're quite finished playing Who's Got the Bigger Hard Drive, I have an update for you.
This is worse than I thought. But what I need is reassurance that what we are doing is not completely messed up.
Pascal dead. Charlotte's all I have left.
I couldn't get her to eat anything.
Yeah, and are the cuffs really necessary?
You don't kidnap somebody halfway, Nolan.
I would never hurt Charlotte, Nolan. If you don't trust me, there's the door. I want you here, but if you stay, this plan doesn't end until Victoria and Conrad are behind bars tonight.
Let's back some Graysons.
Enough.
Easy, Judge Judy. You were the one that sent Conrad in here. I mean, seriously, do you and Aiden flip a coin for who runs the creepiest errand? What's the first thing you think you'll do as Amanda Clarke?
You know what always stuck with me? That time that you implied I was a robot.
And we were in a fight. I didn't...
Emily Thorne is the machine. That's why I created her. I had to find a way not to feel. The truth is, I have no idea who Amanda Clarke is anymore.
Why not? Aiden was my friend, too. And I loved him. Victoria deserves to die.